What's up, anglers? Real Happy Co. Fishing, clothing, and accessories is sponsoring this month's Patreon. I'm blown away, man. I'm a big fan of the brand, and we're going to have some prize packs for Patreon and Instagram. Real Happy, whether you're scouting out new bodies of water in hopes of catching your PB trout, or you just love the adrenaline rush of chasing down bass, tuna, whatever species it is. They're going to have the gear for you guys, man. Check them out, realhappyco.com. Getting made, baby. Woo!
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Here we go.
Fucking welcome to Get Made Show, bro.
Thank you.
All right. What's up, anglers? How's it going? Mike here, Trout Made Angler Company. Welcome to the Get Made Show. Thanks for smashing on that play button. Thanks for joining us today. The man to my left really needs no introduction, man. His name is Jorge Parvata.
Parvata? Yeah.
And my bad, bro.
No, it's all good. I should have. I just.
We don't know each other's last names, really.
Yeah, it's kind of a hard one. I've had people call me Proveta.
Proveta, okay.
But it's Poveda. Yeah.
Yeah. Jorge Parvata, So Cal Trout Cartel, man. And he is a YouTuber. He is an influencer in our community and nationwide, man. He's an absolute killer stick of an angler and an entrepreneur. And, man, he's a good dude. He's my friend. We've been friends for a while now. George is a direct influence here on troutmade.com. One of the reasons why I'm sitting here right now, not only motivated me back then, the first time we met was at Dixon Lake.
Yep.
I hit you up on IG.
Yep, I remember that.
Man, can I collab? I got this YouTube channel, man. Can we collab? Sure.
Yeah, that was really cool. I never met you. We had talked probably a little bit. And
yeah.
I think you told me like to let you know when I was down in the area. So I was like by myself that day. I'm like, I got room on the boat, Hit up Mike, and then I think you were there like 30 minutes later.
Oh, yeah, I was there, man. Cartel, man.
I was pulling the boat up to the side of the lake. He hopped on, and
yeah.
I think we even made a video. We
did. We got a video.
Yeah.
You can find it on my channel. Links in the description. Check that video out. That was the first time we fished together. And it was really cool, coming up as someone, looking up and you being an inspiration to my channel. And it can be intimidating. Some of you guys have reached out to me, maybe reached out to George just to say hi or to talk or to ask a question. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you get this, but sometimes thinking back, maybe I thought the same way, like, oh, he's not going to fish with me. But, I get sometimes like, oh man, you answered. And I'm like, yeah, I answered your comment, your question, your DM. Mm-hmm. We're regular dudes, regular guys. I like to say I'm just an average angler with above average platform. I'm a better content creator than I am an angler.
That's good, man.
But George, dude, I am honored that you're blessing us here, man, in the studio, the Get Made Show. We've been talking about this moment for a while, and it's not going to come at a more perfect time as we're gearing up for So Cal Trout season.
Right around the corner.
Right around the corner. I can see it. I can smell it. How'd you get started fishing, man? Where'd you grow up? What lakes did you hit? How did it evolve?
Yeah, so I grew up in the SoCal region all my life. Man, like I had to learn the hard way. Like no one taught me. I saw people doing it, saw people catching on jigs, and started to go out and buy this stuff and figure it out myself. And then a couple years later, I'm catching like everyone else was that I would see. And it was really like a small, like not as many people were doing it back then.
Yeah,
I'm talking like 10 years ago. Yeah, 15 years ago.
That's even before then. It was probably even just starting, and then so someone now that's coming new that's new, that's coming into the So Cal Trout culture and community, they're probably like, what the? It could probably be really overwhelming with just not like where to fish, when they're when they're stocking, what to use, what baits to use. If you're then you follow, you discover this bait company, then you discover this bait company, then you discover this YouTuber, you discover this YouTuber.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of now. There's
so
many now.
There is of everything, and I don't I don't make baits, but I got baits, and I'm a YouTuber, and you got a tackle shop, and you're a YouTuber. I think for us, it's YouTube is a grind.
Yeah.
And definitely. I want to talk a little bit more about that with you, but YouTube is a grind, and it takes a long time to earn money from that, to start to earn money from that. And then you're not even earning that much, you know what I mean? Maybe $60 to $100 a month. So, what we're doing, the extracurricular tackle shop, merch, baits, that's to support our habit, guys. Straight up.
And even that's a grind. Even that is hard. It's not like we're out here making a killing, getting rich. Like it's a grind. It's a lot of work.
Absolutely, man. So let's take it back to before the grind. What influenced you to become a YouTuber? How did the SoCal trout culture? You were like I was saying, someone now could be overwhelming. You probably were just seeing that develop, right? Yeah. Going out there, seeing jigs being used rather than bait and weight. It was the new thing rather than your night crawler or your power bait.
Yeah.
How was that? Seeing that evolve to where it's at now?
Man, it's mind blowing. It's crazy to look at how it was back then and how it is right now. Like, a lot of people coming into the scene now are some people are just getting into fishing and going straight to mini jigging. They're not crazy. Yeah. They're not like growing up like having fished power bait for years like a lot of people did before and then transition.
Yeah.
They're almost like watching videos now and just going straight to like, I want a mini jig, it's crazy. It's mind blowing to see what it's like today.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how the scene was back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah, not only just the growth of the sport, ultralight fishing, but the tackles evolved.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure innovation. That's what I love about our culture. There's so many creative people in it, so many innovators that are doing different things, doing new things. What is something that you wanted to accomplish when you started this YouTube channel, and why did you start the YouTube channel?
Yeah, so the first point why I started the YouTube channel was actually to kind of help people, because I'd be fishing at the lakes and get a lot of questions. Show up to a lake, people are fishing power bait, not really catching, and then I start catching on a jig and start getting all these questions about it.
Yeah.
One really stuck out to me one time. It was this a father with his kids. Their kids were like well behaved, very patient, and they weren't catching nothing. And I was like, man, I wanted their kids. Yeah. I wanted them to catch something,
Yeah.
And trying to help the father out, like explaining to him about the 2-pound test line. You got to use something really light because these jigs are so small, they're so light. You can't run the 4. Well, you can run 4, but 6, 8 pounds is a little too heavy.
Yeah.
Talking about the size of the hooks, the weight, and
that could go over someone's head.
Exactly.
That doesn't really know.
When I was a kid, reading like in articles and stuff about I didn't know what all the articles were talking about. What is this size 10? What is that?
What is that?
So.
How big is that?
So.
It sounds big, size 10.
Yeah, and then you go to the store and you're like, I don't know what the hell to get. So I knew one day I was like, if I make a video, I could just tell them, hey, go check out, I made a video on YouTube, and it'll explain, what to get, how to set it up, and come out and fish. One of the early videos of the how-tos I did was like a bait fishing one.
Yeah.
It wasn't the greatest video looking back now, but I could do
Is
it
that the
better.
one in your front yard?
Yes, yeah.
That's like one of the first videos
Yeah,
I saw. It was like your
it was
front
that
yard.
one.
Yeah, I remember.
I think I even
remember
put
that.
the weight on backwards or
You
something.
did. And
But
it was like you just had the rods up against the car or the tree
Yeah.
or something like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
But that's, that was probably like, that was the video I was looking at when I was like, hey, I want to start trout fishing again. You know what I mean? And I did it almost every year of my life, at least once a year. Maybe because I was in the military, took some time off. But when I really wanted to, like, all right, cool, I want to do that's trout fish, San Diego trout fishing. Boom, wow. When I moved down here and everything, so that's the video I remember, man. You were in the front yard.
Yeah.
It was like almost nighttime too. The lighting
was
was horrible.
I was just like, I just grabbed a GoPro. I just started talking. I'm like, start showing it. Actually, you know what? I had things lined up on the bed of my truck.
Did you?
Yeah, I have like, I just put stuff on the bed of my truck. I'm like, yeah, I'm using this. I'm using that. And then I'm thinking I'm being helpful. And, I'm sure it probably helped a couple people.
Yeah.
But
Help me, man.
but then you get the criticism later, like,
Absolutely.
the quality of the video, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
It
and
is.
I'm probably gonna now that I have some time, I'm gonna redo some, make some better quality videos, and put it out there.
How important do you think that is?
That I feel is important for my channel, more important than, well, it's important for the people also, like, but if someone's really looking for the information, they're not going to be like, hey, this video, like this sound could have been better, this and this and that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think like the stuff I read and research about YouTube is like, as long as the audio like is good, you have a chance. You have a
So
chance.
you're saying there's a chance.
Saying there's a chance. Yeah.
Oh man.
But that's cool, man. How many videos have you done total?
Not a lot. I counted like earlier this week. I think it was like 40 something.
Dude, 40? I thought you had more.
I should have more. I should have more.
You will have more.
Yeah,
you
I will
have more.
I'm getting on it right now that I'm home. Recently, I've been trying to post. I want to do weekly videos, but it's really
tough.
Yeah, but with
You can do it though.
working full time before and how the work schedule was, I couldn't. I probably could have, but I try and do so much stuff sometimes, and with the shop and other things that I'm doing, with the building rods, like sometimes that stuff's gotta take priority.
And he's a rod builder. I forgot to put that on his resume.
Yeah, so sometimes I put the rods in priority because customers have already given me a deposit.
Right.
And I'm like, I gotta get this rod done. Instead of the videos.
Right. Speaking of, you're taking this home for me.
Yes.
8-foot elixir, 2-piece. It's gonna be a 5-weight fly rod. I'm making an elixir Phoenix fly rod. 5-weight. Phoenix doesn't have a fly rod yet, but it's gonna be an honor for you to. We've been talking about this, going back and forth a little bit, and kind of getting my idea of it. But we'll work it out, man. It's gonna get wrapped.
They're actually rated.
Wrapped.
If you look,
this is
on
gonna get wrapped by George.
Yeah, if you look on their website, they're rated to also build fly rods with them. So
yep, you scroll down the options, the lower options. When you get over the 7-foot, it'll go 4-weight, 5-weight.
Yeah,
4-weight and 5-weight.
Yeah, they don't build them from factory, but
nope.
We'll take a blank and make one.
That's awesome, man. I'm stoked. Can't wait to, fish a Phoenix fly rod made by Cartel.
Yeah, and we'll put your logo, your name.
Yeah, we'll put it on there, black it out, all black guides maybe. I don't know. We'll check it out.
Yeah, I'll make a video too. We'll put the build up on YouTube.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
that's what's up. I want to talk more about the YouTube, the rod wrapping, the tackle shop.
Okay.
I think the anglers, want to know. We all have someone who's influenced us in our lives, personal lives. Did your family fish? Did you come from a background of fishing, or was it something you just picked up on your own?
I'm like the only one that fishes. No, I have like uncles and stuff that are into it, but growing up, my household family, I was the only one that would fish. My mom will do it, But she was the one who would take me. I have to give a lot of thanks to my mom. She would take me to Santa Ana River Lakes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Corona Lakes back in the day. Yeah, I would read the fishing reports and be like, man, they're catching these fish here. And I look back at it now, I'm like, geez, like, she had to pay, drop some money to take me there. It's not like we're just going to hit the regional park. Like,
did you play any sports growing up?
No, I played a little bit of just like middle school, like basketball.
It's either
football.
Your mom's gonna either pay for you to go fishing or pay for that football uniform. So it's probably less.
Yeah,
if you look at it, don't feel too bad.
I really wanted to do
expensive.
sports. Really wanted to do sports growing up, but. That's a whole different,
right?
I skated a little bit. I was never like any good at it. I had fun though, like rolling around.
It was
on
like
the
fun,
street. Yeah.
Going really fast.
Ate shit a couple times, and sorry,
kicking, pushing. No, it's okay.
I went to high school one time with a mark on my face. People thought like someone hit me.
He's
it was a skateboard.
Like, I'm in the cartel.
I was trying to do like
a trout cartel. Don't worry about my face.
Trying to do a little trick on the skateboard and hit me in the face. But
that's cool.
Yeah.
So no direct like influence, family, just mom taking you, feeding the passion.
Yeah. There is a story there though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My grandpa, who I have never met, he was a fisherman, hardcore fisherman.
It's in the blood.
So yeah, it's in the blood.
It's in the blood.
Never met him, but from what my mom told me, he built his own pond out in an island out by Salton Sea.
Nice.
He took water. He dug out the ponds and took water from the canals and ran them into the ponds.
That's rad.
And then stocked his ponds from catfish and bass out of the canals.
No way.
Then, he would feed them dog food, and he hung lights over the water. And at night, like the bugs would come out, and the fish would be jumping, eating the bugs, getting big.
Nice.
And he would charge people to go over there. I think he also had a tackle shop. Now that I think about it, there. So he would sell the bait, and he would also rent boats to people. Yeah,
dude, it's in the blood, man.
Yeah,
it's in the blood.
I wish I could have seen it. I wish I could have experienced it. Never did.
Yeah,
but man,
that's a cool story though, man. I'm pretty sure your mom fished with you lately?
Yeah, it's been a couple of years since I've taken her fishing, but it's not really like her thing.
Yeah.
But she will go, and she does enjoy it, and she catches fish too.
That's cool. That's cool, man.
I handed her a rod the last time we went, and with the what did it have?
I see you guys? We were at Dick's. Right, you were with your uncle.
My aunt and uncle.
It was your aunt and uncle.
My aunt and uncle. They like to fish.
It was your aunt and uncle. They were killing it.
I took my mom to Green Valley Lake. And I tied up a rooster tail for her, and she caught on it.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, she can fish.
Nice.
My mom can fish. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. So what got you, like, why YouTube? Well, you said you wanted to teach people.
Yeah.
So it
started there.
Yeah. So you're in this culture, SoCal community. You're at the beginning of this ultralight mini jig phenomenon.
Yeah.
That's unique to SoCal, man. I've said it here before. It's unique to us. And you had the So Cal Trout Cartel page, IG at this time?
I had the Instagram before I had my YouTube channel.
Okay.
Yeah, Instagram was the first thing I did because I didn't want to flood my personal page with pictures of fish. My friends from high school, they don't care about it,
some of mine do, but you're right. They want to know what else. They want to know what else is going on in your life.
So I was like, I need my own fishing page because I was like, I want to post all my. I want to keep my pictures somewhere, and I'm not going to keep all my photos on my phone and like save them. It takes up too much space. So
it does.
But yeah, I was like, you know what? Looking on Instagram at the time, there was not a page dedicated to like a Southern California trout scene. So I was like, let's do a little something with that. So posted that. We were reposting people's catches. So I would post something, someone else might catch something, send it to me. I'd post it on my page, and it started growing like that. And then
sharing the stuff, man.
Yeah. Today I don't really repost a lot of people. I'll put them on my stories, but my page wasn't growing. It grew to a certain point, and then I started to notice like I don't know why, like people just wanted to see my stuff.
Yeah.
And when I would repost other people, like I was losing followers, and it wasn't getting as much likes. So
I kind of came across that too.
Yeah.
That's why I only repost on stories.
And
as
then
well.
so I do the stories so that I can still share.
Yeah, absolutely.
People's catches.
We want to share their catches.
And,
we want to share your support of us.
Yeah.
And all that. But at the same time, I think we're trying to build brands, so that brand page, that image is super, especially when you're starting to get our level and we're more and we're small. When I say our level,
it's not like
our
that.
level,
Not like that.
not like that. But you start making videos, you start getting noticed by other companies, not local companies that want to work with you.
Yeah, the
bigger
content
companies.
starts to
you gotta it starts to matter. The quality starts to matter. Things like that. But now we're here. You were MIA for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I had texted you and I said, hey man, everything good? The world is not the same without cartel videos.
Oh man.
And so I know you've been working. The tackle shop can't produce as much content as you like.
Yeah.
What's been going on?
A lot of factors. Now that I think about it, that I was having a lot of issues with what's it called, my cameras and all of that, all my gear.
Yeah.
I had and I think at that point I was like, I just wasn't making videos. I was going out, I was catching and posting pictures on Instagram, but I wasn't making videos because I had issues with my GoPro, issues with the audio, and it was just like I was like, I can't record this.
It's kind of demotivating.
So I wasn't recording until I was able to purchase a new camera, purchase a microphone, and start doing it good again.
Absolutely.
I was also in the beginning when I did my YouTube channel before, using my girlfriend's iMac, so her laptop. I'm sorry, her laptop to edit the videos.
Yeah.
But then she also made her own channel.
Yeah.
And so sometimes we were fighting over the computer. And it's like, what, I didn't want to mess. It wasn't even my own computer, I was using her stuff.
Yeah.
So until I got all of my stuff lined up, I got my own computer, got a new camera, got my microphone, had all the gear. I was like, all right, I'm ready to do this again.
Yeah.
And then I know one time I fell in the water and I messed up my equipment again. And I was like, now I have to buy another one.
It's tough, anglers. Yeah. It's we have a tackle shop. We wrap rods. We sell baits. We sell merch to support our habit, to support our passion. And our passion really is fishing, but it's more as YouTubers, influencers, and being in front of the camera. Our passion is to motivate you guys to go fishing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And for us I want to get on fish because I know you guys are going to be stoked.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You feel the same way? And that's...
what drives me a lot is I get the messages you're like, what? I've been watching your videos and they really encouraged me to go out and fish again. And I'm like, that is awesome. That's what it's all about. Sometimes, I don't know if you notice in some of my videos, because I know other people have, I don't name all the lakes all the time.
No.
But the point isn't to be like, hey, go fish this lake, and send you guys there. No. It's really to drive you out there and discover the Eastern Sierra, discover your local lakes around here, have some fun. Take tips and how-tos to jig. But as far as if I'm gonna give you guys names of lakes that are secret stuff, I'm not gonna throw everything out there like that. Yeah,
I know. And George and I talk back and forth, and you've given me spots that you've killed it at, and I've gone and didn't do well. So it doesn't really matter.
Right.
Like you're saying, it's not the point. The point's not I'm at X lake. come here.
Yeah.
You know, not just backcountry lakes, you know, we've talked about, but Virginia lakes. You guys killed it with Josh this last video. You guys got to watch his last video. Josh was killing it. Virginia lakes, you were right next to him. You weren't. But my time in Virginia lakes this season, I didn't do well at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The fish were there. The fish were there. You know, so it's not, you know, about fishing this, catching trout at this lake. It's about motivating y'all to go out there, discover it, have an adventure, have fun, fish, and make your own experience.
Oh yeah, and people are gonna find their own little spots, even at the same lake. You know, like
one of different spots. Yeah,
my favorite lake is Lake Mamie in Mammoth on the flow tube, and like I'll post it. Sometimes I kind of hate, like, okay, I'm putting my favorite spot out there, and a lot of people are gonna go there now.
True, but there's that lake is
it's tough.
It's tough to fish from shore.
Yeah.
So it's more float tube accessible.
It's a float tube spot.
You know, that does, if you do have float tube, kayak, what have you, you'll be able to go, you know, there like that. But
I'll have people send me messages like, oh, I see you kill it at Mamie, but then I go and I don't catch anything. I never do good there. I'm like, well...
I even bought the cartel box.
That one's tough, though. The reason that one's tough is because it's so shallow. The fish
It is shallow. It's only like
the fish
6,
see you
7
coming,
feet.
so that one you got to be a little stealthy there. But
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, for sure. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a real quick break.
Okay.
All right. And we're going to get a word from a sponsor. And then when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about YouTube, what's available at the tackle shop, the rod wrapping, right? We're going to talk a little bit more to George, So Cal Trout Cartel, right here on the Get Made Show. We'll be right back.
Cool.
What's up, anglers? You guys got to check out War Paint Customs. You guys see me use them in my videos. Mini cranks, jerk baits. He does mini jigs as well, hand painted, airbrushed. Some of the sickest paint jobs in the game, guys. War Paint Custom. My man Jesse gets down. Be sure you hit him up on IG, War Paint Customs, his website, warpaintedlures.com. And if you're a Patreon, you get 15% off any of your orders all day, every day, for the rest of your life. Thanks again, anglers. Check them out, War Paint Customs.
All right, anglers, we're back with George, So Cal Trout Cartel. Thanks for taking a minute to take a look and listen to our sponsor, War Paint Customs. He's a Patreon sponsor.
Oh
yeah, man. Jesse. Jesse, really good friend of both of ours. He's sponsoring the Patreon. We're gonna have some baits later on. I think maybe November, December, for the Patreon contest giveaways. But once you sign up for the Patreon, you get 15%. As long as you're made Patreon at War Paint Customs, man. So thank you, Jesse, for being a Patreon sponsor. Again, anglers, we're back with George, So Cal Trout Cartel. The man, the myth, the legend. My friend. My friend, you, dude.
Oh, man, that's funny.
I know, I know, like, I hate when people say that. Like, oh, legend. I haven't even, we got to, you know, how long you been doing, how long have you been So Cal Trout Cartel?
Okay, I started in 2017. That was when I first started So Cal Trout Cartel.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So I think, like, we got to die to be legends, right? Or is it like 10 years?
I don't know. You could be a living legend,
right? I'm far from. I think, you know, we were talking about YouTube and motivating people to go fish, and I think that's where I think you and I are I don't want to say experts because we're not experts, but I would say as far as YouTubers, a driving force of content in the community.
I could see that. I would say you and me from back in the day, like we're putting it out there, like as far as like the mini jig scene and all of that, and so Southern California.
I mean, there's a lot of other guys that have YouTube channels.
Yeah, they're definitely
that are coming up and making a scene or making a splash on the scene, man. And
there's a lot now.
Yeah, what would you be your advice to somebody wanting to start a YouTube channel? Maybe we could kind of both come up with some tips.
Starting a YouTube channel, I'm like, I just think be yourself.
Be yourself. Be original.
Yeah, Definitely don't.
You don't name your like your YouTube channel So Cal Trout Cartel or Trout Fade, okay?
Yeah.
Like you can't,
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Have fun.
Most importantly, man,
Yeah.
I gotta say I'm at the point now where I'm having fun.
Yeah.
Like coming up and grinding, there was times where I wanted to quit. Where I didn't think my content was good enough, where I thought it sucked, where I thought I sucked, where I didn't catch big fish, where you know, like I just started catching big fish, people. You know what I mean? And that came with experience and time and
it's not as easy as it looks.
No.
You might watch a video and see like all these big fish and you're like, oh, that's easy, but
I know when I got introduced to the community SoCal, you know, I was watching your videos, I was watching Lip Rippers over at Corona Lakes.
I remember those videos.
And Irvine Lakes, things like that, right? That's what I was kind of like looking at and watching, and it was just the fish they were starting. I'm like, man, all these big fish. How do they catch these big fish? How do they catch these big fish? And you know, it's time on the water, man. You guys, these anglers, when I say you guys, it's like, you know, some of the guys that you fish with also, you know, Anthony, Mateo.
Oh yeah.
Right? And Austin, you know, these guys are, you know,
I learned a lot from them.
Dude, always on the water.
I learned a ton from those guys.
That's all I saw you guys, you know, always on the water. Anybody you see catching big fish is always on the water. Mm-hmm. Estevan, Golden State fishing, you know, always on the water. So that's how you catch. Is that the secret to catching big fish?
Oh man, it helps a lot.
Yeah. Do you think the mini jigs, not just mini jigs, but mini jigging, the bait plastic, the finesse plastic game is that the difference maker?
I think if you learn how to, you know, dial in that technique with it, it's going to give you a big shot, like a big difference in just sitting some power bait. Yeah, because you're going to cover more ground,
cover more water.
You know, you think about power bait, you toss it out in one spot, it's going to sit here. Yeah, if those fish are in the area or come through, then yeah, it really depends.
And they might not be hungry, so they're not eating power bait.
Yeah.
Mini jigs, you think it's a lot of reaction?
I think you get some reaction off of mini jigs sometimes, because I think sometimes those fish aren't hungry, but they got something bouncing in their face, and they're going to take a little swipe at it and when you catch one, you know.
Right, exactly.
But I've seen it work both ways. I've seen nothing go down for the mini jigs, and the bait anglers sometimes too, so...
does the rod make a difference? We were talking... And you noticed I've been using the Mirage.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
It's become
one piece. Yeah.
The 7.7, right?
Yes.
7.7.1 has become. I love the Elixir workhorse. Mm-hmm. That's what got me to where I'm at. But that Mirage, man, it's something else.
So yeah, you know, I want to congratulate you too on getting that sponsorship.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I think
man.
this is cool because now you might have some insight. You've probably seen a lot of different rods from them now recently.
Yeah,
fish some different stuff.
Fish some different things. I'm about to get the feather. I fish the iron feather.
I carry Phoenix rods at my shop, so I get a first-hand look at all the rods. Mm-hmm. Get to, you know, when I went shopping for my Phoenix, I wanted to see everything. Mm-hmm. I wanted. Because you hear Elixir, a lot of people like the Elixirs, and Mirage. Some people talk about it, but I feel like Elixir is like the more popular one.
Absolutely.
And then Dragonfly.
I actually love. I don't know. I like the Mirage more than I like the Dragonfly.
Yeah, for mini jigs, for the really light, like 1/32 ounce stuff. I agree. Yeah.
The Dragonfly is I think a lot more fat. No.
Yeah, it's
more moderate. More moderate than the
Mirage.
The Mirage is more fast. So when I say moderate, I think the Dragonfly is more
whippy.
The Mirage is, you get that, it's like
perfect, spot on,
Like,
just enough.
just enough. And then like the elixir. So if you want to do like the elixir is the fast, like
Well, yeah, very stiff rod. Yeah.
right, which they're all super sensitive. I think the Mirage is a lot more sensitive.
I feel like it's
strong, man.
Oh yeah, it's
strong.
It's a lot more sturdy than the elixir. So you got the graphite blank on the elixir, but the Mirage is you can totally bend it a lot more.
There's a different graphite. Not a different blend.
Material.
There's a different blend on the Mirage.
Yeah,
I can't remember the exact. I'm doing my research on it.
Yeah,
for a review.
If you look at it in person, if you compare the two,
you can tell.
You can, definitely tell.
You can tell.
I mean, I'm sure they both have their advantages. Elixir's probably
best all around. You could throw anything on it. Spoons, power bait.
Oh yeah,
jigs.
I'd launch like little tiny spoons like on my Mirage.
Like 1.5 grams.
Because that also the that moderate fast action, that moderate is gonna allow you to get a little more whip on the cast. So like
more load up on it.
Yeah. Man, I launch if I throw a little spoon or something, it goes way out there.
Oh yeah.
With a Mirage.
Oh, yeah.
But I really like it for the mini jigs.
Mini jigging. And that's what I was just gonna ask you. Mirage, hands down, your preferred rod.
My choice, yeah.
It's become my choice too.
And if you look at the two factory built, like a factory built Mirage and a factory built Elixirs, the guides are smaller on the Mirage. So if you're running, your 5-pound braid on there, it's perfect. The guides on the Elixir from factory are a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
It's a little bit heavier.
Yeah.
It still works, but it's if I build, like, if people bring me or I build them an Elixir blank, I put the smaller guides on them like I do, like the Mirage
For the
comes.
Mirage, nice.
Yeah, and those come out sweet too.
Nice.
But if you're gonna look at factory built, the Mirage is like dialed in for me.
It is. Yeah. It is.
That 7.7 one piece, like that one.
I know, and I've been wanting to buy more 2-piece just traveling, and it's okay because I got the rod tube right here, and it extends, but like. Sometimes, like, I don't know, I haven't fished a 7.7 2-piece.
Yeah.
But do you, in your professional opinion, do you think there's a big difference between 1-piece and 2-piece? Yeah. Because I fished the Iron Feather, and I know that's a different rod. Yeah. In a class in its own, but it was a 2-piece, and I don't feel I lost. Where do you feel is the difference? Is it the sensitivity? Is it just the
Yeah, I feel like a 1-piece is more sensitive because you don't have that break in the rod, so I feel like I don't know, from personally fishing it feels better.
Yeah,
like 1-piece has always felt better. Some people don't agree.
I haven't fished a 2-piece. I'm just starting to. I don't even think I have a freaking 2-piece.
If I do the 2-piece, so like, let's say the Mirage, like, in a 2-piece, I believe becomes too whippy with that moderate action on it. Yeah. It starts to kind of bend in the middle where the break is at.
So because you're compensating where the ferrule,
right,
where it meets at the ferrule.
So in that case, if people want a 2-piece, I always recommend the Elixir because it's a stiff rod and then it's got the break in the middle, but the rod is stiff, so it doesn't affect it a lot. Yeah. Especially if you're looking at like an 8-foot. Right. Once you start getting into the longer rods, the Elixir is still going to give you a little bit of bounce, like on the tip when you're bouncing your mini jigs around.
Yeah.
And stuff.
I just love the backbone on it.
Yeah.
The backbone on the Elixir is, but the Mirage, man, that's strong. 7-8 pound carp on it, and that thing was just.
You can get away with a little more on the Mirage,
like
I'll sweat if you bend an Elixir like that.
I know.
But a Mirage,
you're right.
Mirage is crazy.
You're right. I'm a little bit more. You could feel that Elixir bending. Yeah. The Mirage, it was like that last one I just caught, man. It was 8-pound trout, and I'm like. I'm bringing it in, I wasn't worried about it breaking or anything,
It's a really sturdy rod.
Cool.
Yeah.
So Cal Trout Cartel, George recommends for mini jigging, 7.7 1-piece Phoenix Mirage.
Yeah, if you can do a 1-piece, 7.7
I second that based on my recent experience and catching big fish on it. Not just all fish, but big fish. stud of a rod. Stud of a rod.
But I'll say still go and take a look, compare them yourself, because
Absolutely.
I have people come to the shop and they look at them both in person and they still like the looks are better. So
Yeah,
to
for
each
sure.
their own. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you only wrap Phoenix rods or
I'll wrap anything, but
anything?
I have an account with Phoenix, so
Okay, cool.
you know, if someone's coming to me and I supply everything, I'm gonna pick up a Phoenix blank for the most part, but some people want other stuff. If they can find it and bring it to me, I'll wrap it also. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Have you been able to? How many rods have you wrapped total so far?
I don't know. I don't know. It's
But you had to build this confidence, right? You had to build up to it. No pun intended.
Let me see.
Build up to it.
I probably about 25 rods at this point, 30 rods, somewhere around there. Nothing too crazy, you know. I'll get like once I get like 4 or 6 rods lined up, then I kind of start telling people like, let me finish what I have on hand before I put you guys, because I was also working full time, so I don't have the time to like knock them all out like 4 or 5 rods in a week. Like right now, I am free to do that though.
You should do.
I am free.
He's free to wrap rods.
I have some lined up, but I'm not working. I'm full time right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, so some people
you got some time off, but you could, like me. I already know. He already told me. I'm just like, hey, when you get to it, you get to it.
Yeah. No, I'm.
You know, it's no, I appreciate it, man. I'm stoked on it. And we'll talk about it. What is something that you're wanting to accomplish with this, man? You know, you're at a good point. I feel since we've been talking and I know you a little bit, you have this time right now. You're putting out content again. Yeah. You got the shop banging, and I love the shop, man. That's a great idea. I'm glad that's working out for you, and it's a whole like wall. So, I mean, tell us a little bit about the shop, man. How'd that come about?
It just kind of came with the territory. After I started the YouTube channel, we did the Cartel Tackle Box. Was something I can offer to my viewers who wanted to get into jigging and stuff like that. It's a little kit that already has the lead and the plastics, little variety.
And you tapped into local companies to help you with that.
Yeah, all the companies who've been
support local, man.
Yeah, gotta thank a shout out to all those companies too that work with me.
It's an all-star lineup, man. I mean, I think SoCal, our independent bait makers make some of the best baits.
Oh yeah.
In the country, rivals Berkeley, Walmart.
Yeah,
things like that.
Big on Berkeley. That was my.
I know.
Key.
Hey, anglers, if you know, I know this. I know this, and you know what I'm going to talk about right now. Yeah. Anglers, if you know, I'm gonna say it, but if you can guess it, drop in the comments below. If you know the Cartel Special, and the Cartel Special is a white Berkeley minnow on a ball head jig. Am I correct?
It was.
Or was it
the
smelt? The smelt.
Smelt is the color.
Smelt is the color.
Yeah, very close though in color. Yeah, it was close to like a white.
No wonder, man.
I got technical with that.
I know. I just
got technical. And it's really funny because the very first videos was actually fished them on a size 10 mosquito hook
with
2 split shots. Here, so I'd cast that out.
Shh, don't tell anybody that. Hey man, that's a killer technique.
That dude
with worms too.
Yes, big time with
split shots.
Yeah, but I'll tell you,
size 10.
Yeah, that works. But I'll tell you guys why I transitioned from that to the ball head now. Was one time I was at what's that lake where you caught the fish on my second rod I rode?
Jess Ranch.
Jess Ranch. Yeah, I was there one day, and yeah, dude, so much to talk about.
I know.
So I was there one day, and I watched like this 10-pounder following my worm.
Yeah.
Jigging it, and he's following it, and then he passes the worm, and he picks up the split shots, and spits it out and swims away. I was like,
What?
man.
Oh,
like,
dude, heartbreak.
I was like, are you serious right now?
That's,
like, and ever since then, I haven't really fished them that much. But that's a killer setup. On my tube also, like on my float tube, throw 2 split shots, a leader about that long, size 10 hook. The split shots will fall, and then the jig will fall slowly behind it. If it's a minnow, I give it some twitches. The worm I would do almost like a wacky rig, and then it'll swim on its way down. And then that's pretty good to you hit the bottom too. You throw a floating plastic,
so you can do kind of both.
Yeah, you can let it fall all the way to the bottom, and then that worm's gonna be on the ground, and then you can bounce the split shots off the floor, and the worms.
Kind of like a drop shot.
Some ground, but
nice.
now I just do drop shot.
Right? Just drop shot. Right.
But,
cool, man.
I mean, there's all kinds of different things to do.
Yeah. Then you have all this. You have. I want to talk about the tackle shop because I think you've been building that over the last couple years, and you got float tubes in there. You got owner hooks. You got Phoenix rods. You got your merch. You got local merch, you got local companies baits up in there, you got made baits up in there. Not yet. We're gonna put some. We'll work something now. We'll work something now. But that's a lot of work, man, and it seems like you've had this planned, and I was saying this, you guys might not see it over time, but when you know somebody and you're watching them grow, we've watched each other grow. I've noticed, man, you've been putting a lot of time and effort into this tackle shop.
Yeah, I see a lot of potential in it now, and it's crazy. Like I didn't really plan it ahead of time before. Like it kind of just happened.
Yeah.
So you've been there. I live there.
Yeah.
It's a work-live loft, what it is.
It's pretty dope.
So we have the shop at the bottom. It's me and my girl. So she has her clothing business. I have my trout tackle. And so the bottom of the shop, we have a storefront. We have like a display window, and then she has half the shop. I have the other half.
Nice.
So you guys can take your girls and get
the girls can go shopping too.
You can get.
It's legit, guys. Yeah. I've been there.
But we live upstairs. So we are able to have a spot to live and a shop to run. So
that's awesome.
It's kind of cool. Sometimes I get people like, "Hey, can I come over at 10 o'clock at night?"
You're like, "Dude, I'm in my jammies.
I need those jigs.
I need those jigs.
Those mini jigs." But yeah, I've had people come in pretty late, pretty early.
Yeah.
But it's cool because I'm there. So.
And I'm sure you wanted to create that kind of environment too, right?
Yeah, so what I wanted to create was like a skate shop vibe.
Nice.
Like a little bit of clothing and I mean, it's not a big giant wall,
right.
But it has all the stuff you want, all the stuff you need, like mini jigs, worms, plastic worms, minnows.
I think someone
we got the Drew's torpedoes. You got like little all the little plastics that are.
I think somebody, can walk in your shop and if they're like new to SoCal trout fishing, could walk in your shop and get geared up.
Yeah.
For the most part, right?
Yeah. I'm still working on reels. I don't have reels yet.
I was gonna say.
I have Phoenix rods. I want to bring in Daiwa because, not everyone's ready to jump the gun and pay for a Phoenix yet. So I like to recommend the Daiwa Presso.
Oh, the Shimano. Or the Phoenix. You're talking about the rods.
Rod, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So if they're not ready to drop $200 on a rod, $80 on the Daiwa Presso will get the job done.
Try American Spirit too.
I have some of their. I can get that in there too.
Those are good. Those are decent. They're decent.
It'll get the job done if you're looking for something to start
budget,
under
on a budget.
$100. I've been trying to get Shimano on board, but it's been tough, especially with the whole COVID thing. Like, I think a lot of companies just don't even have the stuff right now.
It's all sitting outside of Long Beach.
Yeah, so I can't even
containers.
It's very hard to get an account, a new account right now with any of these companies. But
that's tough, man.
But I do have Phoenix. I do have Outcast float tubes. What else do I have in there? Iser line. So
Yeah.
if you're not ready to do the braid setup or it's not your thing, I got the Iser line Triple X. I got the their fluorocarbon leaders, 25-yard spools.
Mhm.
I run the 4-pound fluorocarbon with my 5-pound Phoenix braid. That's my setup. So I carry that. I carry both of that there. What else? do I
Now
got?
for like real quick braid, I've been going back and forth.
Yeah.
Love the braid, hated it, and then I found out I hated it because I was not doing my due diligence, turning it, flipping it after some time,
Yeah.
you know, and then like if you don't do that, it wears out. The sun, everything,
The water. Yeah.
and I was kept breaking off at my connection knot.
Yeah.
And so I just like took it off, and I like someone was like, "Oh, you need to just flip it." So something I didn't even know.
Yeah.
So I want to go back to the braid because it does add that extra sensitivity. So you know, George, he does carry the Phoenix 5-pound, 3-pound also.
You know what I have before, but recently I'm just carrying the 5-pound pink.
I think the 5-pound.
Because
yeah.
the 3-pound braid is awesome to throw like really light stuff, but it gets tough when you get a big fish on
It
there.
does
and you
get
got
tough,
three.
yeah, man. You
But
got
I will
3-pound.
say though, I caught that 10-7
Yeah.
on at Hesperia on the 3-pound braid.
Really.
Yeah, but it was like scary. It was
That's
like,
scary. That is
yeah.
scary.
Yeah,
That's
you-
like
the
that. Like
fish-
your drag's not even helping you
the
at that
fish
point.
has
You're like,
all the control at that point.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, your
Yeah.
drag's not gonna do. It's your drag. It's like, yeah. It's
Yeah,
not
you're
even.
you're toying with the fish for
Yeah.
like 20 minutes before you get it to the net.
What's your
Yeah.
PB, man? Your PB trout.
It's like 10-7.
10-7?
from Hesperia. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
We got to beat that at Pyramid.
Yeah, definitely land of the Giants.
Giants.
Yeah, I got fish
Yeah.
over 20 pounds in there.
Shh. That's my goal. My goal for Pyramid this season is it would be great to get a 20-pounder on anything, spin or fly. But I got my ass kicked so much on the fly
Oh,
with
yeah?
big fish. Like to the backing, George.
Oh shoot!
And not stopping.
Yeah,
But I did something stupid where they stopped. And I like 4 or 5 times where I've had to set up and like, all right, I'm in for a fight.
yeah.
And then like the last one, I had him, he was going, and I went to go palm it, my fly reel a little bit,
Yeah.
and it just
Oh dang.
popped. Didn't break off.
You're on the ladder?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
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 And that's my goal. But you know, I want to get you out to Pyramid. We were talking about dates. Real quick, man. What PB 10-7 at Hesperia Rainbow Trout? What's probably your favorite trout?
My favorite trout. Oh man. I love brook trout.
You love
Well,
Brooks.
okay, not a trout, right?
It's not a
It's
trout.
Hey, I've watched your
It's a char.
I've watched your stuff.
Right,
I know that's a
it's
char.
true. Yeah, I got Esteban.
But I love the colors on them though, man.
the colors are popping.
They're
man.
autumn or like in the fall, like the colors that they
Yeah.
got are freaking gorgeous.
What's your biggest brook? I know you caught some big ones.
It's like I don't know.
I mean, in
the
California,
way.
they're big.
Yeah.
I was just
That was
watching.
like a pound and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
Something. It's a good sized brook.
I was just watching something. It's called God's Lake,
Uh huh.
and they're like
Oh yeah.
brooks like this big, man. Like 3-4 pounders.
Yeah.
Cookie cutter 3-4 pounders.
Well, hopefully we'll have some again in California and sometime.
They're stocking up north in McSwain right now.
the brook.
Brook trout.
Yeah.
They stock brook, lightnings, rainbows, and browns.
They stocking them big or just,
There was big, man. I'll show you a picture. This kid sent me. There was probably like
That's
3 pounds,
crazy.
man.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. There's
Mount
another.
Lassen.
There's another lake that I won't name. We won't
Yeah.
name it, but yeah, hopefully that one.
That one I went to?
Yes.
Yeah.
This should be in there now.
Yeah. See,
yeah.
it don't matter if you ask us for a spot. We share intel, and I went and I didn't catch shit.
Oh yeah, but they're there though.
I know. We
They're
saw them.
there.
They were eating freaking dragon. I was with Jesse.
Yeah.
They were eating dragonflies. I didn't have. I tried every like hopper, like dry fly I had, and nothing.
Yeah.
And they were just, like,
there's another
dragonflies.
spot around there where there's some big ones in
Yeah.
there too, and I saw one day and wouldn't eat my mini jig, and it just took off. It was probably about a 4-pounder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, anglers, we're going to go ahead and take another break real quick. And then when we come back, after these words from our sponsor, we're going to wrap it up with Jorge, So Cal Trout Cartel. I don't know if we're going to wrap it up. We're just going to keep talking. I'm having a good time, man.
Yeah.
And we'll get back to you. Be right back. Get made.
What's up, anglers? RHA Tackle is sponsoring yet another month of the Patreon, and we'll probably also do a little something on Instagram for the holidays. But if you are made Patreon, 20% off when you spend $50 over at realhookedanglers.net. RHA Tackle, thank you so much for the support. 6 spoons, painting them up. Check them out, RHA Tackle.
All right, anglers, thank you so much for taking a listen to that little ad spot real quick. Again, support the Patreon. That was RHA Tackle, man. My man Luke, RHA Tackle, painting up those dope spoons. Check them out. A lot more local companies that we give discounts to if you are exclusively a made Patreon, man. So what we're talking about, Patreon is something I'm doing to help monetize and to grow this channel. You're doing the tackle shop. One thing I noticed, man, and I asked you a couple years ago, you just monetized on YouTube.
I did. You know what happened?
Remember, I was like, how come you're not monetized?
Yeah.
This was before I was monetized.
Yeah.
I was like, man, how come you're not monetized? That's like that's the goal, man.
Know, right? I know, and I could have done it a long time ago too.
Yeah.
I had like the hours watched. It was ready to go. But I got to give credit to my girl because she's the one who set it up for me. Yeah, she jumped on it and she just set it up one day. So I was like, well, there that goes.
Right.
Like
she put her card info in there.
Nah, she didn't. That's what I thought. I saw like an email. I was like, did you do something to the account?
Yeah.
I was like, or is someone else out there trying to take advantage of my hard work out here? But she was like, nah, I set it up and she put all my info.
Was it you just didn't know how to do it, or you just was it something like
it wasn't really the
was it like Elon Musk, Tesla giving out my plans for free? You didn't want to like
No, it just wasn't my intention at first. When I first started the channel, it wasn't like about making money from the views,
right?
But after a while, I was like, well, it's kind of need that money to continue trying to pump out the content. It definitely helps.
It helps, man.
So
every
something I shouldn't have looked at that way. I should have just as soon as it was available, I should have jumped on it. But
who knows though, man? Like, I mean, because now you're going back, and I'm sure I have videos. People they're in the double digit thousands, 28, 60 thousands, and they're still like, you can now those have ads. Those are ones that like are always recommended from your channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're gonna be able to earn on that, but I mean the grind. He's grinding out here, and like decided not to monetize till recently.
Yeah. Another thing I would say is now I'm also more confident with my content. To be like, all right, well, if these people are gonna sit through ads, like at least the content quality is good.
100%.
It's not like I'm just putting crappy videos.
100%.
Like my first few videos was like I just recorded with the mic on that came on the GoPro. I'd stick it down in the water, and then later like the mic would sound like crap.
Yeah.
And I would just put it out there, but now I'm like. I'm trying. I have the an external microphone.
You got the drone.
You got a drone.
I haven't I have a drone. I haven't. There's a reason I haven't.
Are you scared?
No.
Oh, okay. I was scared.
I don't want to. I didn't. We're not going to talk about this, but we're not going to get into it. But there's we get criticism from people out there and haters, if you will. Yeah. And dude, if you're monetized on YouTube and you fly, you have to have your license. The FAA could fine you. That's the only reason I don't use my drone yet.
Okay.
So I'm actually going through the course right now.
Oh, okay. Nice.
To get my the FAA license, so I could just no worries, fly the drone, you know. And see, I gave you haters ideas to go rat on us, but no, it's there was some confusion on that.
Yeah.
But I actually asked. So, but I love the drone work, dude. It's and not that your content was bad ever, but I have seen the effort, like the consciousness, like you said, the consciousness of putting out quality content, man.
Yeah, I've had the time when I've got more comfortable with, like, you know, flying the drone. The content that I'm recording, like,
it's fun to fly the drone.
Trying to make a story now from beginning to end and at this point, like my latest videos, I'm more comfortable to be like, all right, like, people can sit through some ads and
and that was kind of one of my things too. Was like when I first got monetized, was like I felt bad for running ads. I felt bad for running ads, but I'm like, wait, this is how I'm gonna get paid, and you can skip them. If you want. You know, but like me personally, all my friends that have YouTubes, I let your ads play. just so you know, I let them play. But what's the future, man? So Cal Trout Cartel.
Okay, well, it's hard to
without disclosing any brand trade type secrets, things you got planned.
I mean, I'm building my workshop upstairs to really start pumping out some more rods, custom rods.
Nice.
I kind of want to have my own line, like So Cal Trout Cartel rods. Like,
nice.
Maybe they're only going to be custom built. Like, I might have maybe 2 models that will be pre-built and available at the shop or something.
Would it be an Elixir and a Mirage?
Probably, yeah. I'll tell you my favorites right now that I've been building is, of course, the 7.7 1-piece Mirage, 8-foot 2-piece just like this Elixir, and 7.6 Elixir. But I build those with the smaller guides, just like the Mirage.
Nice.
So, and I would love to be able to find like my own manufactured blanks and build my own line of rods. Like that might be the future, something in the future. And other than that, I want to work on the website and really just have somewhere for people who are outside of California to have a place to buy all of the mini jig stuff, the mini jigs, the weights, the fishing line. Because I don't know how it is out of state, but even over here sometimes if you're let's say now you can find it in the Eastern Sierra, like 2-pound test line, stuff like that, but it's probably still hard to find braid, like 5-pound braid or usually all of the stuff we're using.
The least poundage pound test of braid that I've seen, like in Walmart, anywhere else, is like 10.
It's not the stuff we're using. So, so I want to have that available on my website everywhere. Like I even recently opened my shipping to outside of the U.S.
Nice.
I didn't do it before because I was scared of how much it was going to cost. To ship stuff, but you know, I'll just.
Did you get like an email from like out of the country, like, hey, I can't buy anything?
I didn't, but I was seeing a consistent visitors visiting my website from outside of the country, Europe, Canada.
Oh, there's trout in Europe. There's trout in Canada.
Out in like Asia.
So that's cool. I gotta look at that.
So now
it's rad.
I'm like, you know, let's see what happens. Let's open it up, and I'll adjust the pricing if I need to. But just to get it going, open that, see if eventually start sending stuff out to people who wherever they want it, you know.
Absolutely. That's what it's about, man. Just it's, you know, this unique, like I said, this unique technique, culture, community. You know, you're an advocate for that, man, and probably the advocate, if anybody, bro. You're just awesome dude, humble, and you know what the hell you're talking about, George.
A little bit.
I know. I'm
still learning. We're always learning, right?
Always learning. Always have to learn, man.
There's no set way.
No. So, what about fishing, man? Where do you want to fish?
Oh man, everywhere. I want to drive. I want to drive like
just across the country
to Oregon, up to Washington, and I just want to fish. Like steelhead, salmon, trout, everything.
That's
but
one of
one.
Steelhead's one of my next species.
Yeah, I want to do that. I want to
Trout
just
species. Yeah.
I want to just hit the road and like record an adventure. Sometimes not even know exactly where I'm going, but just
that's awesome.
Just fish.
That's the plan, man.
Find some places, see what it's about. Cause I want to go back to Utah. I've been to Panguitch.
Yeah.
You went to Panguitch.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nice fishing there, but I also want to go more north of that.
Yeah, there's actually some good river systems near there.
Mm-hmm. Is it the Green River?
Green River. The guy over at that lodge I was staying at, he was telling us like you gotta go here. He knew. So it was
there's some lakes up in like the northern eastern part of Utah, I believe, where you can just hike and hit all of these little lakes, and there's big brooks and tigers and all of that. Yeah. And it's hiking, it's like a little 4x4 stuff and hiking, which
I don't mind the hiking.
Doing that.
I don't mind the hiking. It's it just adds to that like accomplishment, not just like driving over there,
right?
But now I gotta hike. I just drove 9 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Now I gotta hike. Then I gotta hike out, and I did a little bit of that this year too, and it's honestly anglers with who knows the way the farming trout farm stocking system's gonna play out over the years. These are the only, I think, true adventure opportunities is to actually get off the beaten path.
Yeah.
And that's where the fish are, because those fish, everything's regulated, for the most part on the back country and everything. So, like, you have to have the scorecards or, you know what I mean? Like that one. Some of the lakes anglers, let me just mention when I say scorecards, some of the lakes in the back country, they want to still manage and keep track of what anglers are catching. Yeah. So you'll have regulations, barbless, catch and release, artificial. Mm-hmm. And then when you're walking out, there's a little box with a little pad and
angler survey.
Little angler survey, exactly. Mm-hmm. And you write down what you caught, poundage, guesstimate, what you caught it on, things like that. So, but I think that's where my heart is too right now, George, man.
Yeah,
I love SoCal.
You got to change it up SoCal every once in a while. Yeah.
And I know a lot of our fans, our followers, our anglers, loyal So Cal Trout anglers, man.
I've seen some pictures with people wearing both our hats.
I know, right? Like at the same time, right? I know.
Like their buddy, like one's wearing Trout Made, one's wearing SoCal.
Cartel, right?
Yeah.
But not that you're living vicariously through us, but a lot of anglers can't have those adventures. You know what I mean?
I've heard of that too. I've had some. Sometimes I feel like I drop a video and it's really long, and I'll put it out there and ask like, hey, is this 30-minute video too long? And then I got people like, nah, man, like the places where you go, sometimes I can't. They're not able to go.
Like Eastern, Bishop, Eastern Sierra, or like there's some anglers out there like, oh, I go to Bishop, and I'm like, well, you gotta go. Bishop's cool, but man, you gotta go up. Bishop's cool like right now in the winter.
Yeah.
Things like that. Lower Owens. But like the Sierra, a lot of anglers can't do that, man. So it's great that I don't have to carry all the load, bro, and you can help me out. And you know what I mean? It's I'm just kidding.
I will never cover it all.
No, man. Yeah. I would love to like go somewhere with you, man. Do something together.
Oh, dude, we got to
jump on a plane. And
we gotta do some more collabs and stuff. They're fun.
Absolutely, man. If you guys want to see more collabs from us, drop in the comment below.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna do that, man. Cool, dude. Well, you got anything for me, man?
Shoot, man. I don't know. Besides congratulations and happy belated birthday,
to you, bro.
Yeah, dude. Like, you've gone a long way since. You jumped on the boat with me at Dixon. You've grown so much, and I think it's really cool.
Thank you, George. I appreciate it, man. You're definitely a part of that, and thanks for supporting me, dude, and helping me out along the way, bro.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have, man. Never. This guy will answer your question.
I'll try to.
Most of them.
I gotta apologize if I haven't. Like,
it's tough, man.
Sometimes I get messages and I don't see them. I have I noticed like in my inbox, like there was some messages that were hidden somewhere else and I couldn't find them.
Yeah.
And then until
recently,
it's
when you're not following them.
Yeah.
It goes
they go to
into
another
box. Yeah.
And then there was like another box. It was like, and like I don't know. I've sometimes I find the message and it's like 8 weeks later, and I'm like, do I even reply back at this point?
I know.
Like,
you always reply back.
Yeah.
They're always gonna. I've always replied. I do that. That happens with me with YouTube. The app, the studio app.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't get all the messages in. So
I probably have stuff on there that I haven't seen. I'm horrible on Facebook. Like anything on my Facebook is because I shared it on Instagram.
Same here.
And it went to Facebook, but I never log into Facebook. So
no.
If you guys are on there, I'll probably reply back like a month later or something.
Get Instagram.
Yeah, hit me up on Instagram
or YouTube.
That's the best way. Send me a message on Instagram.
Yeah.
I try and. That's like my main one. And now recently, I'm also really trying to reply back to my comments on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's tough, anglers. Mm-hmm. We it's not only we're trying to like making content takes a long time. Traveling, fishing, preparation, coming home, editing. It takes a long time and it takes a lot of money to do what we do. And it's awesome that, George here not only makes great videos, man, and share that stoke, motivate others to go fishing, but also found a place in the community to call your own and to build something awesome, man, and to, being a YouTuber, now that I have baits, like, it's the tangible now. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it's like you guys watch the videos, but you can't buy my video.
Right.
You can't, or you buy merch or whatever, but like merch is, not everybody buys merch.
Yeah.
Baits, it's a tangible, man. So it's cool that you have a place where anybody can go. Not anybody can go, but not only certain times.
Yeah.
Right. So let's do that.
Yeah. I'll
let everybody know, George, So Cal Trout Cartel. We're not done yet, but I want to plug, everything you have right now before we forget. Let everybody know where they can find you and how to get to your shop if they're here in SoCal.
Yeah, so Instagram is the best way. Send me a message there. If not, send me an email at socaltroutcartel@yahoo.com. Those are the main two ways to get in contact with me. If you want to visit the shop, for sure, like by far, send me an email, a message, something. Don't just show up because sometimes I'm gone like in the Eastern Sierra for a day, for 4 or 5 days.
We might be in the shower.
No, I might not be there. You might drive. You might drive from. I might be having dinner with my girl or something.
Right, you're
lunch
like,
with my girl because I'm thinking, no one's gonna come by today. Like, let's take off. It's not a traditional like 10 to 5 p.m. open hours shop. I would maybe.
So it's like appointment only.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man. You get individual attention. If I come in your shop, I'm coming.
Yeah, if you
have
questions and want like straight person to person interaction, come in. If not, hit up the website if you already know what you need. Just go to the website. I try and keep my shipping low. It's $5 for any shipping. After $80, it's free shipping. So yeah, I mean, it's less than you'll spend on gas driving over to the shop.
Absolutely. So we got IG, find you on IG. You got the shop, SoCalTroutCartel.com.
Yeah, SoCalTroutCartel.com.
Everything's down
Keeping
below.
Keeping it simple. And what else?
On YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
For sure.
Check out the videos. And if you guys see me out at the lake or anywhere,
say hi to us.
Say what's
Seriously,
up.
Man. Like,
yeah.
I saw you on the lake. Why don't you say hi?
Yeah, come say hi.
We're very approachable.
I love talking to you guys. Like, it's really cool. I've met 2 people on my last trip in the Eastern Sierra.
I saw that.
Yeah, they were really cool.
It's really cool, man. That's really cool for us because it's like we get the comments. And that feels good. It lets us know that, hey, man, we're doing something right.
Yeah, and then I also get an insight and see what they like, and I try and like target that more. Like, you guys, I think more recently I really try and show all the time what I'm using. Instead of like just fishing and I catch something, and I always try and show it, but sometimes
it's
I get
hard.
The comments to be like, "Oh, like
what are you using?" Yeah,
and I think I am showing it, but maybe I'm not as much.
No, because I mean I know what you mean. I get in the zone and I'm like, I just want to change up and fish, man. Like I don't like.
Well, first you got to get the content. You got.
I know you got to
right?
catch something, right?
And sometimes
I think I got like one. You ever put out a skunk video?
No, I haven't. I've put out like sessions, but it's usually like if I get skunked, I'll go somewhere again until I catch something.
And then you make one video.
Yeah, so maybe I try and keep the skunk short, like 2 minutes, kind of fast forward.
Yeah.
Just talk about like, all right, well, I didn't catch nothing today, but then I'll try and go out again and at least catch one fish, something. Yeah. But I'm not opposed to it. Like, if I really went on a whole trip and got skunked, I'd probably show something if I had anything to show.
Yeah,
but
it's tough. I did. I got skunked this year at Sierra. No video.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I went with Esteban.
Oh, okay. It can be tough.
It was tough. It was tough. They were having problems. So it was like, I knew it was just
it's
just
not
me.
always like just go and bang them out. Like,
no, it's not.
Sometimes I'll hit a couple of waters before I catch something somewhere and can get some content.
Yeah, absolutely. George brought me a cake for my birthday. I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat it later. I got something for you, bro.
What?
All right, so everybody on the Get Made show, if you're a guest on the Get Made show, you get a shirt.
Oh, sick.
I don't have the shirt. I gotta get you the shirt. Okay, but I got you some baits, bro.
Yeah. There we go.
Got you the made baits.
You know I'm gonna use these right
absolutely, here. Man.
Yeah.
I would love your feedback, honest, constructive feedback on them.
Oh yeah.
And if you like them, man, maybe y'all could stop by the shop at 10 p.m. when he's eating dinner and grab some made baits.
And if you shoot me a message and I'm awake, I'll open it.
Yeah. Also, man, these are fresh off the press. All right. The motto. All right. By the time you guys see this, it might be on the website.
Dope.
Okay, but this is a patch. We're gonna do some hats, but we don't have any hats. But you get the first patch, my man.
That is so sick.
Yeah.
Slap this like on a hoodie or something. Right
there you go.
Boom.
There you go, man.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks for coming on. Before we leave, all right, this is something I'm doing different. Before we get out of here with our awesome guests, we're gonna do something real quick. All right.
All right.
One word answer or one sentence. That's it.
Okay.
All right. You ready to get made, So Cal Trout Cartel?
Oh, hold up.
You ready to get made?
One word or one answer?
One word answer or one sentence answer. So you can't, like, I don't need a story. All right. It's like quick fire.
Okay.
Quick fire. All right.
Oh, I thought I had to answer this.
No.
I was like,
you're about to get made. That's
Okay.
what we call it.
all right. Okay.
Here we go. What motivates you?
My audience.
Awesome. The anglers.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. When's your next adventure?
Ooh, next weekend.
Ooh, where are you going?
We are going up by Sacramento.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be new waters to me.
Okay.
And I believe
Amador?
we're visiting our friends. I forget the city, but we're close to Putah Creek. So,
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool.
If I
going up
pronounce that
north.
right.
Right on.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool.
Okay.
What keeps you determined?
I don't know.
Like, what keeps you going, man, doing this? It's a grind, man. You got to stay determined, right?
Damn, I don't know how to answer that. But I just love the experience. Like you learn something every time you.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So
the knowledge that I gained.
The knowledge, yeah,
there
that's
we go.
good. Okay, cool. Because that's great. Be determined. You might not catch that fish, but you might gain some knowledge, right?
Yeah.
That's gonna help you next time. Cool. All right, last one, George. Last one. Best fishing experience.
Oh man, where is that? I'm gonna have to say, I think it's called Sion Khan out in Mexico.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Some trout down in Mexico?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not it's not trout.
Nice.
But we took this boat about an hour into a reserved area. Like, it's just like,
I think, was this on your channel?
I went with my girl. Me
I
and my
think I
girl went to
remember-
Tulum. We went to Tulum.
I might have.
And-
Maybe, I don't know.
Yes, it is on my channel.
Yeah.
It's in Mexico. We did some fly fishing. I did fly fishing for bonefish.
That's right.
My girl used a spinning, but caught some bonefish. But that
That's dope.
experience
How was
was like amazing.
Yeah.
It was just me, her, and the guide on this boat. After we had breakfast at this this spot, which was already about 40-minute drive out of the city into this reserved park area, was what's it called? Into the mangroves. Like, you take a boat out there
Super
and
shallow,
you just go like
yeah.
an hour in, and there's nobody around.
That's amazing.
And it was all catch and release stuff, you know.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
It was awesome. Like,
That's awesome.
yeah, that was amazing.
I know. Being able, I just went down to Mexico. That was an awesome experience as well. And I think everybody would love to see us travel more.
Yeah.
And fish more, at doing our own channels. And of course, we'll hook up, do some collabs for you this SoCal season. Where are you going to be fishing this season mostly?
Wherever they're getting the good stocks.
I know, right?
We'll
Cool.
see how it goes. Last season was crazy. Like,
Yeah.
hopefully more places are stocking
Absolutely.
this year. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, anglers, dude, we'll have George on again, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
know.
Anytime I'll come back. We'll
Absolutely,
talk about we're gonna have new experiences.
I know,
to talk
we have
about.
so much to talk about
Yeah.
already, but so little time, anglers.
Yeah.
George, thank you one more time, bro.
Oh yeah.
For coming
sure.
on the Get Made show and getting made. Everybody, this is George Parvata, right?
Poveda?
Yeah, I got it. George Parvata, So Cal Trout Cartel, YouTuber, entrepreneur, influencer, damn good angler,
I'm just
and one
an
of my
average
friends,
guy.
man.
I'm just an average guy fishing.
We're just
We're
average
just
anglers.
recording what we have
that's
fun
right.
doing.
Documenting the journey,
Yeah.
having fun, and motivating you guys to go fish, man. Thank you again, George, for
Oh, yeah.
coming on, bro. We're getting made right here. My name is Mike. This is Trout Made Angler Company. This is the Get Made Show. Till next time, anglers, we're out.
Sweet.
Cool. Did you forget anything? No, that was pretty good.
I don't think so. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Dang, yeah. I think that was the second time was better because we still talked about the same
Oh,
things,
yeah.
but it was like,
But we kind of like pushed through it and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.